Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's D here from Delay Radio. What?
Hey everybody.
Hi everybody.
Hi, internet world.
Breathe deeply. In 3, 2. Entering Earth's atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your spirit animal?
Yeah. A kangaroo. You know.
Kangaroo.
Hopefully it's not that dead giraffe over there.
Yeah. So yeah, D here, and I'm here with the Jethrow.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
And then also the Honch.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. You look like you're getting a proctology exam right now.
I
he looked
feel
like
it.
He looked like he was doing an impersonation of the Cowardly Lion from A Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Yeah. Put him up. Courage.
Well, I guess we should probably explain to people why my back hurts so bad right now. Because if you've listened to any of our episodes, I'm the only fatty that sits sideways in my chair. So what happens is as the episode goes on, I keep leaning backwards, and I just got reprimanded for it by D. D stands for dickhead. And so now I've kind of made a thing where my elbows can't leave the pool table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the opposite of growing up, where your mother's like, "Get your hands off, or get your elbows off the table." And now D's like, "Get your elbows on the table, fat boy."
Put him on the pool table. And
Eventually, we'll just strap the microphone to his face so he can't escape it.
Like a feed bag, yeah. What is that? That's what chicken noodle soup sounds like.
That's right.
So on this episode of Delay Radio, we have taxidermy, we have rest stops, and cows are the main subjects.
Yeah, let's not try to make that sound too interesting. Yeah. So nobody hang up. Nobody get rid of this episode.
Keep
It's going to be funny.
It gets better.
They're like, cows, I'm out. No, you'll like it. You'll like it. Let's move on to the next episode. So, Jethro, I hear, did the social media thing, has that started? Has that kicked off yet? Or
no, not yet.
Okay,
you should start a Kickstarter.
So
I should start a Kickstarter.
So since that has already went south,
it hasn't really gone south as much as it hasn't really gone anywhere.
mainly because it's only been 8 minutes since we talked about it.
Yeah. Or in their world, 7 days.
Yeah, 7 days. Or 2 months or whatever.
And on the 7th day, there was a new idea.
And on the 7th day, he rested for the rest of his life.
Yeah. So, so you were mentioning about getting into the taxidermy business. You're just really into stuffed animals that look overly real.
Or stuffing animals. Is that what it is? Stuffing animals?
That's what taxidermy is you take your beloved pets to the taxidermy. And
your beloved pets.
Then you well, you wait till they die. I mean, you don't kill them. Like, an unfortunate accident happens.
An unfortunate. I mean, if it's real bad, I feel like you won't be able to do any taxidermy work.
Well,
I want to get my cat stuffed that got hit by a truck. No, you don't.
Yeah,
there's some things Jesus can't fix.
We can make that work.
Yeah. Sorry.
But anyways,
sorry, I was only.
So
able to
I figured this is what I figured. If it works for your pets, what about your spouse? So,
hey, do they have to die first, or is that something that you'll take? That
well, the process would kill them.
Live stuffing. Oh,
so
man.
Sorry, honey, not you. Somebody else. It was somebody.
You want to cherish them forever, and what better way than you get them stuffed, and then so. So then so my idea kept spiraling and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And so how they have like animatronics at like Disney World, and so you get your spouse stuffed, and then you put animatronics in them. So now they're basically, it's just like a little robot of your spouse.
Home is like the worst Chuck E. Cheese ever.
Oh yeah, the stage. Quick, give her an instrument.
And so, no, it gets better. It gets better. My idea. It just keeps getting better. So, you know how like Alexa and like all them smart speakers, they like record you talking and then like,
and then send things to your Amazon app. Yes, I know exactly what that's all about.
So what we'll do is we'll use like Alexa to record like the last year of your spouse's life in like verbal components, and so then we'll make an AI program.
Oh my gosh!
That will take the word samples, and then you can actually have a dialogue with this animatronics, and it will give you a realistic conversation back.
And then we can spin it into a Kanye West song. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it.
But can it be like the Build-A-Bear workshop, where like if something happens to the bear, you can bring it back or whatever?
Right, or you can just like enhance certain features.
Can I put bigger boobies on my wife? It'd be cool if you could do that.
Take her to the real doctor and be like, "Hey, what symptoms does she have?" She's got a little cotton mouth.
She short-circuited last week, and now I just can't figure out what's wrong with her.
She can't move her arm.
She keeps ordering more dog food on Amazon. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I told her that she needs to start cutting back because the blue buffalo is pretty expensive.
Oh my god! This actually this kind of reminds me of something, and it has nothing to do with it, but it kind of reminds me of my sister-in-law bought a bird from a pet shop, and it was like a used bird. Because
like one of them talking birds.
Yeah, people don't know, but birds, African greys, I think it is, they live to be like 100 years old or something.
Right.
They live forever.
Yeah.
And they always outlive their owners. Well, whoever owned this bird before my sister-in-law got her hands on it, they were really mean to their husband, like extremely mean.
Oh no!
So she'd get this bird, like we'd go to her house, and you'd hear this bird going, "Just shut up, George. Shut your mouth. Right, shut up. Shut up. No, and it was in like their voices. It was in their voices, so it was really creepy. These two people that could possibly be dead.
Because they're really good at doing the actual voice side of
and it would be like, "George, shut up," and he'd be like, "Dang it, woman," and it just like it was ridiculous. But that kind of reminds me of that. So just to amend your idea, you may not want to record the last year. You might want to record like a couple of years ahead,
maybe
if at all possible.
Maybe it's just like a few phrases, and you just squeeze her palm when she says it. Yes, honey. That sounds like a great idea.
It just has to record long enough to get their base vocabulary down. Because the AI program will rearrange
it'll
everything.
Pick up and rearrange everything.
Yes,
so
honey.
I can totally see my wife getting me stuffed, and then my voice is just going to be like, "I'm just going to be in the garage. That's it. Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone."
Yeah.
It's your wife's body, but it's your voice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, because my wife doesn't do much talking. So the only time she talks is when she's screaming. I hate you. George, shut up. Shut up. There's the gift that never stops giving. Give that to my daughter for the holiday. Here's your stuffed dad. Oh, God.
You know what?
It's like those daddy doll things.
Honch's response is, "Does it have to talk?"
Yeah. What if I just like let the batteries run out? Is that cool?
Where's the mute?
I still like having her around. She's cool.
Is it
really quiet?
Is it Bluetooth?
It's a Bluetooth. Yeah. Play some Frank Sinatra.
Hey, get some stairway going in that. 17 minutes, awesome. That's the best 17 minutes to ever come out of your mouth, sweetheart.
My wife has 5.1 surround sound. Dolby Digital.
Dolby Digital.
Oh my God, that is horrifying. Yeah, you should definitely do that, because I definitely know some guys that would take advantage of that right now.
Yeah, what would we call it?
I don't know. I didn't come up with a name for it.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys have a name for Jethro's new business venture, send it to delayradiocomedy@gmail.com or on Facebook. Delay Radio Comedy.
Do that. Yeah, I don't know.
The idea itself was just so good. I didn't even come up with a tagline for it.
Golden.
Come up with a tagline.
You don't have to. Oh, I got your tagline right here. Jethrow Taxidermy. We'll stuff your beaver. There you go. Done.
And stuff.
Done.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Oh, sorry. Elbows back on the table.
Yeah.
You're welcome, world.
Table. So
He just pointed at me with a devil face.
Yes, I did.
Get your fat elbows back on there. Just put some macaroni and cheese in front of me. I'll never leave.
So, Honch, did you stop on any rest stops on your way over here?
Yeah, weird.
You did?
How did you know that?
Yeah.
So
that's his elbows.
Yeah,
That's all I could tell.
Oh yeah,
the knees on my pants are all wore out. That's how he knew.
He's just wet because before he got there, somebody just hosed down the whole thing with who knows what.
Yeah, sanitizer, right? Is that what it is?
Sanitizer, water.
Yeah.
Let's spritz some water.
Yeah. Well, so as all of you know, I travel a lot, and I just and now we're getting to the point to where I'm not in a plane anymore now, because thank God, because people on planes suck. We went over that in a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now I'm in a car, and guess what I'm finding out is that people
suck everywhere.
Yeah, they're really bad in cars too. They're really awful. And so I drank a gallon of coffee this morning before I left.
Whoops.
And, yep. Didn't quite make it to 94. And there's a rest stop right there, and I decided to go in. And naturally, every single stall is completely full.
Right.
And I'm just like, I'm dying on the inside, so I just stand there by the sink and hope I don't accidentally leak out into the sink. And so this trucker gentleman comes out of the thing, out of the stall, and now it's my turn to go in. And let me tell you.
Me first.
So
Me first.
Was it you who said that a cold toilet seat's really bad? But
it's terrible, but a warm
seat is even worse.
Yep.
Yeah, because it is. It's
Yeah.
gross. Even through toilet paper, even through one of those sandy seats, you can feel that.
Yeah,
There's some heat,
that's right.
Some serious heat going on in there.
But don't you feel like you kind of bonded with that person like a little bit? Like you guys are closer now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we share the same disease now. So whatever he had, I now have, but he doesn't have what I got. So it makes sense. So anyway. So I'm sitting there, and there's a gentleman taking the dump of a lifetime next to me. I mean, like super.
cheer him on?
Oh
Did you
yeah,
cheer him on?
dude,
Had
super pooper. Like the
my
noise.
life.
Yeah. And I never felt this way before. Dude,
My dump.
it was amazing. It was like I felt relieved when he was done. That's how awesome it was.
You felt relieved?
Yeah. Relieved I didn't have to listen to that for another 40 minutes.
Sympathy dump.
Dude, it was
Courtesy
it was
flush?
like
Did he give you a
power
courtesy
dump.
flush?
No, you don't do that in a rest stop.
Flush
What do you think?
emoji.
This ain't the Ritz-Carlton house. That ain't the Ritz. All right, you take your courtesy crap out of here. Oh yeah, dude, the dump of a lifetime, and people are just gross and rude when they get into rest
Amazing.
stops. It's like crapping in a rest stop is the equivalent of having sex in a hotel, right? So you do things in a hotel room that you would never do in your own house. Well, you also do things in a rest stop that you would never do in your own house.
It's true.
Like in a hotel room, you're not scared to wipe your junk on the curtains because you know they never get right.
I would be scared too.
I feel like I would be kind of scared to do that.
You should only be scared to do that if you were in my old hotel room because that's what goes down.
Especially when you're in the front of the hotel and your windows face the parking lot.
Whatever, man.
Hey, what is he doing in there?
You're only going to see Columbus, Ohio once or twice a year, right? Who cares?
Don't worry about him. He's not afraid to do what he's doing.
Right. No, that guy, yeah, just let that guy go. He just does that. So, no, I'm sitting there, and I am just demolishing this toilet, just demolishing this thing, but not doing half of what the gentleman before me did. And I'm telling the guy was in there, and he was just like grunting and just going to work, just nasty. But so I'm sitting in there, and I'm trying to keep my mind off things, and I start looking at the walls. And there's a phone number written on the wall.
Yeah.
And it says, for a good time, call Michelle.
Yeah.
At this phone number.
Did you call it?
No, but that was my question. Does anybody really call those numbers? Like every rest
Yeah,
stop.
everybody calls Jenny from that 8675-309.
Yeah, which is
I got it.
yeah, and you like what's the story? The Southern California couple or something. They still have that phone number. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
somebody has it. Like people,
because it was actually her parents' phone number.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they actually ever found her or not. That's but I wonder whatever happened. But yeah,
I heard on like VH1 years ago that was actually her phone number or whatever. And then they put it in the song. Then they had to change it or whatever. Now the people that have it hate it. But So that I wondered if people ever just call the phone numbers. It's like I don't know, because I was thinking like I should call that number and be like, hey,
would you like to be on our podcast?
yeah. Hey, this here's a Rest Stop Romeo. I was just calling for a good time. I seen it here in the Coldwater Rest Stop.
Rest Stop Romeo.
Draw your
It's
number
a whole
on
other
here.
thing if you're in.
You sound like your delay radio material.
Yeah. Dude, I wonder if anybody ever calls them. That's all it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, if you have any stories or you have called any of these numbers, feel free to email us at delayradio.com.
Yeah, send us those numbers.
Oh,
yeah.
Do
Like,
you
if you
remember? Do you remember when your boss, our boss's, my boss's boss,
our boss's boss,
or whatever, he took a whole ream of my business cards, and like a bunch of them came up missing, and he said that he was putting them in rest stops all over the United States. Just like my business cards, and I'm thinking, wow, you are the most responsible person ever. I could just punch you in the throat right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got a call. I never got any heavy breathing calls or anything. So
just like our coworker also didn't get any calls or texts from the digital billboards.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
For his birthday, we took his cell phone number and we put it on a billboard all
Digital
over the country.
billboards.
By the way, I owe you money for that.
It was only like $5.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
$5?
Well,
Yeah.
screw you then.
Yeah.
I drove all the way
Shared a
from
bunch of
Indiana
times.
today. Huh.
Yeah, you're
Go
welcome.
to hell.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, so that was that. I just wondered. So if you've ever called those numbers, please let me know, because I kind of wonder, or if you've ever gotten a call from one of those numbers.
Yeah.
Let me know, because I want to hear this story.
So this thing actually sounds like one of Jethro's business ideas.
Talking about cows.
But yeah, talking about some cows.
Cows, bikes.
Move over, Instagram. No. So coming from Reuters, it's Tinder for cows. Yeah, yeah. So there's an app that matches livestock in the mood for love.
This is a thing?
It's a real thing, man.
Oh my
In
God.
Petersfield, England, there's an app that's helping farmers match up potential partners for their cattle,
Nice.
and it's called Tudder. Yeah,
Tudder?
a mix of dating app Tinder and Udder. It's a farmer's swipe right on cattle they like the look of.
Dude, how many single guys are out
Yeah.
there just like looking for a piece?
Yeah.
Right, single guys in Alabama.
So that takes you to, I believe it takes you to sellmylivestock.com, where basically they can get more information on
So
the
does it
animals.
have like names on there for the cows?
I'm guessing, but I mean, if they don't, then
Bessie.
we should do
You
that.
should get on there and just get some good cow names.
My name's Jeff, and I'll impregnate your sheep.
Yeah.
Please.
I brought my own tools.
They said that the app's actually better at matching the cows than people, because it can actually predict like the desired offspring from the cows. Like if they're looking to breed the cows a certain way to have, I don't know.
Delicious meats.
Yeah, delicious 3D printed meats. That's what you do. You just 3D print a cow, and then the cow turns into the meat.
Has little 3D printed babies.
Yeah.
Nice.
3D, yeah.
3D babies.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, so literally cows, the farmers, they literally pull up this app and they start swiping
That's amazing.
on cow pictures.
Dude, what is this world coming to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ugh.
Internet, dude.
Man buns. Yuck. That's how that happens. Man buns.
Man buns.
Yeah, there's nothing better. And one of the farmers said that there's nothing better than seeing animal in its home, its natural habitat, rather than putting it on lorry. Which I don't know what that means.
Semi truck.
Yeah.
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 Lorry's
Yeah.
a semi truck.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Our buckaroo.
Thanks for that bit of knowledge.
Yep. Just like a bonnet's a trunk.
Also get
Or bonnet's a hood. There we go.
So speaking of cows dating or not, Jethro, you got some questions from the deep bowels of the Reddits?
I sure do. I always do. Sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should have crossed that off. But no, I don't want to have to write it again. We've already done that.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 seconds.
You're doing
2
really,
seconds.
yeah. You're
One.
really-
One and
a
two and three
a
and
two
four.
and a three and a four. and a-
And man, I could have stuffed my wife in that amount of time.
Okay, all right,
that's
all
how you
right,
got in this
all right,
situation in
all
the
right.
first place. There are multiple children.
So
Yeah.
this question comes from username Shadowhunter742.
Shadow Hunter.
He doesn't sound like a gamer to me.
Yeah, he can never catch himself. That's the problem.
He asks, "What is the most WTF moment you've ever had or witnessed?"
Oh, I got a good one.
Hit me.
So so there I was.
There it was,
Yeah.
out in the middle of a field, chucking corn.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Nebraska, so it could have been anywhere.
Wearing just a pair of high heels.
So sitting
That's
in
it. Just a pair of high heels.
sitting in a bowling alley because I was a bowler back in the day, and one of my buddies.
Really? I can't tell by your physique.
Yeah, well, I do live in the Midwest. Yeah, if you stand a bowling pin up on its head, that's my body shape.
Yeah, you look like John Goodman is what you look.
Yeah, but without the paycheck. Yeah,
Without the paycheck.
Yeah. So, Walter Sobchak from
Dude
the,
abides, man.
Big Lebowski. Yeah, so sitting in a bowling alley, and they were doing construction in there, and so one of my buddies is pretty gullible, and I said, "Hey, man, just FYI, don't drink from the water fountain." And I was like, yeah, there was a sign on it, taped on there, but it fell off. And what they were actually doing was working in the bathroom behind it. And he's like, well, why? And I'm like, oh, well, I was like, they're working on the bathroom, man. So they had to temporarily hook the sewer line up to that line so that they could work on the bathroom pipes, without disruption. And they just needed something to tie the pipes to. And his eyes get all huge. He's like, what? And so he proceeded to run around the bowling alley shouting that he was going to die because he's like, I drank sewage. I drank sewage. So he was in complete.
They can't just turn the dial on that one to turn her off.
He was completely like, he was grabbing people by the shoulder and like shaking them and making like
a scene.
Rabid eye contact.
That was a good guy,
the,
though.
Yeah, that would be the one sign that I would remove.
He didn't actually die. He was a pretty funny guy.
Turns out he's still alive.
Still
Sewage
alive.
ain't that bad for you.
Yeah, yeah. So he's doing all right.
He went on to serve in the military.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And he's out now, so that's good.
Well, he made it.
Yeah,
he made it.
He did make it.
Yeah, if I had to, I would say the most WTF moment ever. Are you guys familiar with Old Tiger Stadium? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. So Old Tiger Stadium was way more awesome than Comerica Park, in my opinion, but just because it was in South.
For those that don't know, that's the Detroit Tigers baseball team.
Right.
No, it's where they fought tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to fight tigers back there,
Yeah.
BC.
And then the one that loses,
Detroit, BC.
the one that loses gets taxidermy.
Before
So.
crack.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, so Old Tiger Stadium, they used to. You remember the bathrooms in there?
No.
They had troughs. Right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
well,
that's right.
Some of the bathrooms had troughs up against the walls. Some of the bathrooms had troughs in the center. And so I went there on a field trip once when I was a kid. We went to a Tigers game, which was awesome. It was the coolest field trip
And you drank
ever.
out of the center trough.
Yeah.
Close. You're knocking on the door there. So what they do is they fill the troughs with ice, and then they have a water spigot at one end. Well, when you have a bunch of 8-year-old kids there who are just learning how to do the pee thing where they don't pull their pants all the way down to the floor every time they go up to the urinal, when you have a bunch of little kids there, the last thing you want is to be standing across from one of these newcomers. And so here I am. I'm trying to focus on peeing, right? And one of the guys down the trough from me gets a little out of hand and starts to climb a little bit up the wall. And so what you have is an oval shaped trough, and you have children standing all around the trough, all peeing into the center area.
Yeah.
These things are only like a foot wide, because if you're standing at a trough, you need to know how to use your junk, right? Your cash and prizes, you better have them under handle there. And so one of the kids, I didn't get peed on, thank God, but but one of the other kids got peed on at the trough, and I was just like, oh man, now we got to drive all the way back like 2 hours. You're gonna be covered in pee. There was that, and then there was another kid who actually washed his hands in the water that comes into the end, which isn't a big deal, but you're actually just washing your hands in a urinal at that point. So, like it's not that big of a deal because it's clean water, but you just washed your hands in a urinal. Yeah, you're gross. So,
oh, what a winner!
So that was
so
that.
my WTF moment. It wasn't as gross as yours or yours.
It doesn't have to.
Like
be.
it didn't have
It's
to.
gotta be.
It didn't have to deal with sewage at all.
Yeah.
Like
that's unfortunate.
I feel like we already went there with the taxidermy business idea.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's true. So actually, D, you were there for it.
I was?
When we went to our favorite charity.
Oh, yeah.
To donate back to the Native Americans.
Yeah, at their casino establishment.
Casinos.
We love the casino. You should go with us one time.
I should, but I feel like I'm sitting here with a couple of old yentas here. Once a month, we get the bus together and we get the girls and we all go up there and spend the monies, smoke the cigarettes and get free beers.
But no, we were at the slot machines and then man, that guy, I don't know where he came from.
The
guy. So this guy, he comes up and he just walks up behind us and he's just standing behind me at first and then I look over at him and his eyes just like glossed over and he was gone. Like he just fell onto the floor. But like he was out cold. He hadn't been out cold.
But
his eyes were wide open, and he was just staring at me.
That's what 84 hours of the Wheel of Fortune game will do to you.
He was literally like less than 2 feet from our feet, and he was just looking up, and his eyes were. I was like, did he just die?
So I ashed my cigarette on him. I'm looking for an ashtray.
Finished my drink and left.
Ethel, let's hit the road.
So
this place is lame.
I'm just looking at him, and then eventually he comes to, and he gets up, and like security is, flocking in at him, going, "Sir," and he just walks off.
You're trying to take his bucket of quarters.
He just came to, and he immediately stood up, and he just started like. You just,
oh man, I feel so rested.
Yeah, I can go another 8 hours.
That's the most I've slept in like 4 days. Yeah.
Awesome.
Can you imagine what the carpet in that casino has seen?
Oh,
yuck! And he had his face on it.
With his eyes open.
Oh
with
my
his
god!
Eyes open.
Oh, please go home and wash your penis with a knife. Yuck! Yuck!
All right, boys. Well, I think that's all we have for this week's episode of Delay Radio. Yeah. So, So if you want to, if you need some taxidermy work, hit up Jethrow.
That's right.
You
Give
might
me money first.
You might run into
taxidermy
the Honch at your favorite rest stop. If you leave your phone number on the wall, and he'll get back to you.
I'll give you a call immediately.
Homebodies. That's what we can call it. The taxidermy service.
Homebodies. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that a Hustler thing? Didn't Larry Flint have something? Homebodies?
I don't know.
If you're looking for an alternative dating app from Tinder, go try the cow dating app. Yeah,
what was it called again?
Tutter. Yeah, and then we'll be scouring for your questions on Reddit and send us your WTF moment to delayradiocomedy@gmail.com. Listen to us and review us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, anything that you listen to us on. And
dude, we have to agree that if people send us their WTF moments, we will read them on here.
We want to read them.
We will definitely read them on here because I want to know what is wrong with your life.
Please, after this, after you've listened to this, send us your WTF moment to delayradiocomedy@gmail.com. This has been Delay Radio.